everybody. What's a good word? Going live, probably be on for about an hour. I haven't been live in like a month. I just felt so burnt out from readings, the coaching that I get to do, so I just need some time off. But I'm going to be doing quick yeses and nos, dealing with trolls, and maybe having some insightfulness. So if you're new to the live, say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I am in Dutchess County, New York at this point in time, and I'm loving it. I'm very excited to be down here right now. Cannot wait to find, well, make sure that I've got a place. We'll see. So, what is up, everybody? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I did put this as public, right? Like I'm not completely crazy. Well, let's see if I can. Gammon. Here we go. All right. What is going on for everybody? What is the collective energy like? Okay. A lot of people not feeling the love right now, it seems. The mechanic started following me. That's good news. Okay, great. Good times. All right. It's like people are starting to decide that they no longer want something. They don't quite know what they do want, but they know what they don't want in their cup, and it's starting to be a decision that is apparently overwhelming to them. So it's like, okay, this didn't work out, so how can I start to make the right decisions in better areas, pretty much? And I see this pushiness. There is this kind of this feeling of having to put a rush on it, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm going to pull this out so I can put the cards down here. Currently looking at this. Somebody liked the live, but I'm not seeing anyone in the live. Interesting. Okay. What's going on here? So why is it that we're being pushy? Hey user, how's it going? So why are we feeling pushy? Probably because there's an unexplained sense of victory that this person feels like they have fought for. So it's like, listen, I've done the work. I've paved the road for this. I'm going to get it. And you want to know why? Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. This person, this may be you, maybe this is somebody that you're dealing with, they're charismatic. So somebody is playing on that charisma before time is too short. So while this person is looking to see exactly what their options are because they're feeling like they're losing momentum, they have two things going on. It seems like in one hand, they have, okay, I'm going to have this situation. I'm going to make this happen. I did the work. I did all the formalities. So we're here. Now, if God forbid this does fail, then I'm going to take this and I'm going to run the other way because I already have something set up. So somebody already has a backup plan. They don't want to go through with it. They don't want to have to rely on it. But I see that regardless, they're going to have all their bases covered. Hey, AC Slater. I'm a big fan of your work. And Elang, how's it going? Or did I pronounce your name right? If not, I'm very sorry. So why is it that there's this experience of kind of like losing that momentum in one way, but wanting to push through just in case somebody's really looking for an answer? Hey, yeah, no, I have not been on live for a month, and I was going to be doing away with tarot, but the moment that I decided to do that, like, I kept bumping into everything, and I kept having this weird dream about giving up something I genuinely just kind of don't want to. So it's a thing. Hey, Art. Hold up. So, this This person, whoever this is, again, this could be you. Maybe this is somebody you're dealing with. They're finally at the finish line. They have risen above the problems. They have learned so much. And now it's like, okay, so either this is definitely going to happen or I have plan B already lined up. But regardless, something is about to make a move in life. I'm not going to wait. Yeah, well, here we go. So I'm going to be doing quick yeses and nos. I know I'm going to be dealing with trolls. And in addition to that, if you want to book with me, all the ways of contact are in the description and on the main page. So I'm going to be here for about an hour, and I will be going on live regularly. It's just been so much chaos on top of feeling burnt out. So thank you so much for being patient, you guys. All right. Does anyone have anything going on right now that they want to put into? Millie Maples, darling, how are you? Oy vey. The chaos is not bad. It's a good chaos, but it's still chaos and it can still overwhelm you. So I'm doing good. I was doing good before. I'm doing better than good now. And I just, kind of can't wait to see how this unfolds. Ooh, congrats on your promotion at work. All right, and user, I'll see if you'll talk to Star again in just a minute. So Cooper wants to know if they're going to have things at work out because they got a promotion. And from what I can see, things are going to be moving really fast. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road for you with this. That is going to stress you out. And so for you to avoid a disaster, you are going to have to assert yourself more in your position. And I see that you're reluctant to do that. And I think that it's because you got a promotion. It's almost like you have to have this, it's almost like the feeling of needing to apologize. Don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. You've earned the promotion. Now start acting the part. Assert yourself. That will help you avoid feeling completely consumed by this place. Yeah, and last year, back in 2024, I also needed a break from all social media. I didn't post for a month. I tried to stave it off this year and it didn't work. So I just need to either take some time off every year or pace myself. And I can't guarantee you pacing myself is ever going to be a thing. So are you going to talk to Star again? So I actually see that you will be talking to Star. I feel like they're going to reach out to you, and I see that you're probably going to be very aggravated and not forceful, but aggravated. I'll just say that. Will I remarry? That is a good question. Hey, Jason, am I going to remarry? Yeah. He says yes. Coop, I'm so glad that that made sense. Thank you, Art. That's very kind of you. All right, come on. Let's get these questions in. We're all family here tonight. Let's do this. Come on. Out with it. All right. Nobody has any questions yet. I'll continue on with the storyline I was looking at before. Okay, we got T here. What does T need to know right now? All right, so listen, something is coming to a close in your life very soon. And from what I can see, you need to kind of stay put with where you are with it. It's not going to be something that feels good at all. I actually feel like this is emotionally overwhelming. I feel like you are in over your head, and I see you having a massive emotional outburst, whether it's tears or ripping somebody a new one, for all legal purposes, in a figurative way. It's going to be a stressful time for you. You have to start making new and different plans because you have outgrown something, T. And I see that you don't want to do this. And it's almost like you just want to pick up and have a fresh start somewhere else. I want you to stay where you are as far as location goes, if you can. You need to defend where you are right now because running is not going to cure your problem. And I think that that is probably what the test is going to be right now. If you can pass this test and stay where you are right now and work through it, It's still going to be difficult, but you'll find a way to bounce back a lot sooner. And I see you being a lot more curt with people. And I see you being a lot more accosting and confrontational. So you're not going to be beating around the bush with anybody anytime soon. You're going to call it as you see, and you're going to make sure that people hear you. So very good for you. All right, so can Sonashti, hopefully I said your name right again. If not, I'm sorry. Do they get a yes or a no? I feel like you can, it feels like despite what you want to say no to, because I know that in your heart you want to say no, it's something you can really depend on. I hope that it makes sense. Hey, Pammers. T, I'm glad that that made sense. Again, you guys, if you ever want to book with me for any of my services, reach out. All the ways to contact are in the description and on the main page. Ah, God, my nose itches. Ah, I blame everybody but myself. Yeah, it's a yes. Despite you wanting to have it be a no, it's a yes. All right, so what are the themes of your life purpose? How much can you handle without giving up? How much can you take with still finding peace? For you, it's not even just being in a battle. You will be in massive battles in your life, but how you come out and still be peaceful on the other side is the most important thing, blue sky. So your life theme is resilience. Oh my God, you do not love me. You don't even know me. Like, my first name is Raising, my last name is Sevak. Nobody really gets that. Capricorn rising in the house. What up, G-Unit? Yeah, I'm a Capricorn rising too. Not for the faint of heart. All right, what else do we got? Let's keep this going. Did what I say make sense to you? Blue sky. Wow. Glad to be of service. I think that one of the funniest things for my life purpose is, so, you know, as I like move along and raising Sevak, things are going to get better, but like my nerves continue as I even grow in this. So I could be doing this 20 years down the road and I'm still going to worry that the person, you know, I'm giving them my absolute best at all times. Make it make sense. Oy vey. Come on, let's keep it up with these questions. What does the collective need to know right now? So, can you get to know something about this Taurus? All right, I guess these cards are for you. Strength, you gotta give up. You're gonna have to count this Taurus energy as a lesson learned. There's something about them that you have to give up on because no matter what, it's just gonna be an endurance thing for you. And it's like, it's not fair and it's not fun, but it's absolutely necessary for you to learn the depths of the lessons that you get from this person. And then are you going to release them or are you not going to release them? I see you releasing this Taurinian. As time goes on, you're going to discover this is not somebody that you want sitting at your table. I'm not giving you crap at all. I'm really not. I'm not judging anything. But this is saying take the experience that you can from that Taurinian and then let them go. You're not using anybody and they're not using you, but there's a lot of lessons that are necessary for both parties in this. Ooh, How will your new business play out or evolve? Well, it always starts with day one, my dear. Oh, it's going to be so successful, but it's going to be massively burdensome for you. You do need to be very careful with how you structure your business, because no matter what, blue sky, you are going to be immensely successful, but I see that you're going to lose your thrill for it and you might become self-destructive. And it's honestly because you're getting what you want in this one, but you feel burdened by it. So there's something that you need to address in it. Where has this kind of shown up? How has this been a theme in your life? You're going to be making bank, and if you have too much money, you can send it to me. I promise you, it's not going to be this, world-altering thing that's going to crush me. I'll hold on to whatever money you want to get rid of. I promise. Oh my gosh. Okay. Blue sky, if you're ever looking for a coach to help you through that, I'm your girl. How do you get rid of negative people? Stop inviting them in. Blue sky, DM me. I got to hear how this business is. So, how are you still inviting bad people in, or not people that aren't good for you in your life? You keep leaving, but these people keep chasing you. And it's like this thought of, oh, if they're chasing me, they must, I must have something good that they want. Yeah, it's the essence of your life, and it's not going to be fun to get rid of that one, because the moment that they drain you of your life force, they're nowhere to be found. So just because somebody is approaching you does not mean that you have to say yes. You have to learn to not play with these people. See that they are not part of your big picture, and get over this guilt that you feel like you would have if you didn't pay attention to them. Your time and your effort is worth a lot more. Saskia. Does this make sense? Stop draining yourself just because people want you around. They are not consistent people who are going to stick around. I hope that makes sense, All right. So back to the collective. What the heck is going on with this group of people who are seeing this part of the video? Whether it's on replay or whether it's on the live. All right, you need to push back people for far more independence. Yeah, you need to push people back so that you can start living your best life, and understand that the people around you don't always have to fall in alignment with what it is that you want or that you have or that you like. They can be their own unique individuals, and you guys can still be in the same space and get along, but be utterly different. There's a lesson about that keeps coming through life, and it keeps coming through the same type of people where, okay, they'll come in, but then it's like somebody always tries to influence the other person, tries to get them to act more like them, tries to take away that loudness that they are, that vivaciousness that they are. Maybe it's because of embarrassment, maybe it's because they're creating a scene, maybe it's out of place. But that's who that person is. They don't want to lose this essence of themselves. And it's not for you to always have to feel like you have to fix everybody. That's so much of a burden for you. So that lesson is going to exhaust itself until you learn to let people show and be who they are and start to figure that out for you, So a whole new lesson that is coming in for a group of the collective that's finding this. And it's difficult because you see the potential that other people have and what it is that they could fulfill had they followed these step-by-steps that maybe you're giving them, maybe that everybody has to do in life, but they're not doing it. That's not what everybody wants, which that is, I think, one of the biggest lessons. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else do we want to look into? What's happening for long distance relationships right now? And as I'm saying that, the long distance relationship card comes in. That's represented by this bad boy right here. This can be romantic. It doesn't have to be romantic. But long distance relationships are getting, it almost feels like a manic spike right now. It's like, okay, starting to be flirty, starting to be back in our talk routine, starting to be more involved with each other, but it's oversaturating yet again. And I see that this, while it's on an upswing, it's going to balance out, but that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. This little upswing in long distance relationships right now is going to be a progressive step forward and making both parties feel comfortable with each other. So that is going to be a new fun, I guess, new pathway to kind of go through. All right, so what's the hard work and things coming to an end? Endings and beginnings happening right now. I see this as you or them having to let something go because it is becoming too much. So people in long distance relationships, it's going to go through a spike of things being good, but also this is going to put into perspective that something is going to have to come to an end. For some of you, this may be closing the gap between you and that person and actually coming together and no longer being in long distance, which in this case, it would mean that you have to start saving for the funds and opportunity. So if you're in a long distance relationship and things are going really good, you guys need to start talking about either when you guys are going to be meeting up next or who is going to go where. Now, if there's trust issues, then somebody in this is actually going to be getting caught in these trust issues. And I see that they are probably going to be going through, I guess, addressing the third party in this. The trust issues are going to be perpetuated with lies, and it feels like somebody is just kind of brushing it off and brushing the person off. So even though a small group of people in long distance relationships are feeling the high of it, there's still something that is coming to the surface where one of the people in this relationship was not being upfront, they were being deceptive, and also they're still being manipulative. So overindulgence and overcompensation is going to be brought about, and it's going to put people kind of in their place in some of these long distance relationships. One group is trying to close the gap while the other one is getting caught in a round of deception. So that is not fun. Let's look at relationships for people and long-term ones. Not long distance, but long-term. So it looks like there is a problem because somebody hasn't made a move. You guys really love each other. And I feel like it's not going to be a deal breaker for this long-term relationship, but whoever identifies as the masculine in this relationship, that doesn't equate to gender. Women can be just as masculine as men. Men can be just as feminine as some women. It is absolutely fine. So this, whoever identifies as the more masculine is where there is a problem, because I feel like they have not fulfilled their potential. They have not fulfilled their promise, and it's getting to a date and time where it's going to be addressed. But I feel like it's still not a deal breaker. There is this homecoming in this relationship, and it feels like you guys just need to clear the air on what's been going on and see why somebody has not made a move yet, somebody hasn't followed through on something yet. And there's a simple answer to it. There's a lot of love in this long-term relationship, but it also seems like, I guess it's been happening behind the scenes, because I see the masculine addressing the problem, but it not being a problem. And then I have all of these. Oh, no. Same-sex couples are the same as straight couples. It doesn't matter. Somebody has more masculinity, somebody has more femininity. It does not equate to gender. So if somebody is more masculine, they're really a go-getter, and they tend to really be the person who's making the plans, following through on the plans, who's making sure everything is just so. They show up as the action-oriented and the protector in this. The feminine aspect is somebody who shows up more with more of the compassion, more of holding space, and they will flip-flop from their perspective spots into the other. But right now, whoever's holding the more masculine right now is the one who's feeling like there's hot water that they're about to jump into, but it's not. There's something they've been doing behind the scenes, And they are going to actually be talking about this in the very near future. And I think that you'll be happy about it. They just didn't know the date and time to how to go about this, but there's going to be an opportunity for this relationship to get to the next level of commitment. For some of you, maybe you're sharing your food for the first time. For some of you, maybe you're having like a high five. For some of you, it may be moving in, or some of you may be getting an engagement, maybe getting married, maybe getting a promise ring. Maybe you're going to get a Frosty from, Wendy's. I don't know. But you're getting to the next level of relationship. So that is coming into play for some long-term people. And for some other long-term people long-term relationship people, let's see. There's something that is coming to the surface about... all right. So one of the people in the relationship wants to work on something with the other person because they see themselves going down a dark road and making mistakes. There's a group of long-term relationships where they have gotten too comfortable with each other and started to grow in their negative sense. So maybe this is a couple that got too comfortable. They're not really being active with each other. Maybe they're not keeping up with dates. Whatever the case is, it's something that can be easily fixed. And I see that one of the people, again, I think that this is the more masculine, they're going to be trying to get this relationship back on track with being healthy. So for some, it's getting to the next step in the relationship, and for others, it's getting back to healthy with each other. So that's actually really good. What are some things that long-term couples need to look out for right now? I don't really see anything that anyone needs to look out for. Everyone's pretty much a done deal. What is this Two of Swords in reverse with? Okay. So the only thing I see you guys even having to look out for is where you guys are maybe overdoing it. That's it. That's literally it. You guys are fine otherwise. Hey, divine timing. It's divine timing that you're here. So that's kind of what I see coming into play. And I don't think that it's a bad thing at all. It's just people are getting back on track. It's no longer like this New Year's resolution. It's let's start to get our crap together in springtime. All right. So if you're new to the live, say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm currently in Dutchess County, New York. And, well, I think I'm hopefully going to be calling this place home over the next few weeks. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh. Somebody has not been making plans. That is something that needs to be careful. All right, if you're catching the show at this time right now, it seems like you've been probably laying low, probably too docile for too long. You need to start being more active, whatever the heck that means to you. For some of you, you're going to be rolling your ankles as you're sitting on the couch because that's all you can do right now. For some of you, you got to get back into an active routine, and that's perfectly fine. Why, though? All right, because you're starting to see the results of not being that go-getter that you were probably like a few months ago. This could be a seasonal thing, but not a doctor, not diagnosing anything. Yeah, if you want to feel better about yourself by spring and summertime, you got to start now. And this is just so you could feel good in your body. That's literally it. So I see this as you, and honestly, it seems like everybody just needs to start getting back to taking care of themselves, getting, their bodies moving again. It's nothing bad. It's all about your personal well-being right now. It's very cool to see. So I don't know what you've been experiencing, but it's got to change now. So that's what we're going to do. And the Ace of Pentacles came out in reverse again. Knee pain for no reason. Why? Is it the left or the right? Let me see. The seven seas sail across. Oh wait, what did I just do? Yeah, I didn't want that out there. I want that right here. So let's look at the knee. All right, so need to be more receptive to events, feelings of insecurity, and feeling unresolved stress. So this, you need to be more flexible, not wanting to bend, usually to authority. Your ego might be getting away, pride might be getting in the way, and stubborn, maybe you wanting to get your own way. So blue sky lover, I hope that that made sense. This is Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. It's a reference guide, which I do use with, sometimes with Reiki if I don't get the insight right off the bat. Because even when I do that, like a whole story develops and I'll get hooked on some little detail I'll have to make reference to, which is always fun. Blue sky, what are you doing? You're wrestling all of the jimmies. You got all these stresses going on and you're dealing with some knee crap that is going to knock you on your keister. You don't need to do it. You don't need to be there. Oy vey, this is fun. All right, so what else are we doing? Come on, out with it. Oh, I completely forgot I had a timer on here. I've only been live for a half hour. This is going by very fast. All right, let's pull some more cards. What's going to be happening for this viewer in the next week? All right, you're gonna get your answer. You will get this start that's coming in, but it's going to be slow, and you do not get to lose any sense of confidence. You got the place, you got the situation. Now slow down. You can be confident in the situation for a solid minute. You are going to have to juggle a few things to keep your head above water, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be finances. Maybe you have to juggle your time. Maybe you have to juggle resources or schedules, for God's sakes, but it's going to have its payoff almost immediately. You will see this result very fast. A lot of pentacles, a lot of earthbound energy that's going into this. And the dominant color is blue. So we're dealing with the throat chakra and having to heal, having to speak out, having to be transparent, and probably this may be dealing with an emotional purge. And I do want you to be very considerate of that. So that is going to be coming into play, and something is coming back. Oh gosh. You think that this would come back and be a problem. It's not going to be a problem. I see that something from your past may try to entice you. There is a test coming in because you're seeing the result, you're making some great headway, and then here comes something in from the past that's coming in to entice you. So your new career, you're working on new business and trying to divide your time. So sorry, that is a pain in the butt. This test that is coming in to see if you're going to stand firm to your convictions and your change in who you are now, it's only temporary. This is not going to lay down any roots. This, as soon as it comes in, it might as well be gone. I almost feel like, yes, you're going to get the success, you're going to get the breakthrough that you want, and then you're going to be very content with it. You won't be looking probably for the first time in a long time, and won't even be in your head. And then something from your past, whether it's a person, place, or a thing, is going to make a grand appearance. For some of you, this might even be some sort of a relapse. For some of you, it might be a relapse with a person, but you're gonna have to stand firm on the choice that you made and working on what it is that you're working on. I've not been lost, Anthony. I unintentionally took a month off because of sheer burnout and losing all motivation. I did not want to be that for you guys, so I had to go into immediate recovery mode. So if you can pass this test And what the test was leaves immediately. What is it that's going to be coming your way? Oh, you are not somebody to be messed with. Okay, so once the test leaves, you're going to be angrier in the first place that there was a test. And it's almost like, I was thrown to the wolves. You did this to me. Why? Why was this okay? Why was it okay for anybody to do this? I see you lashing out potentially, and it feels like a lot of communication is going to be with the intention to not only put somebody in their place, but make them regret their decision. So for you, you have the opportunity to do that, but it's telling you to just leave it behind, kick dirt over it, and walk away. Yeah, 1 second, Sashi. Oh, thank you, Anthony. I'm glad to be of service. Okay, hold on. So if you can walk away from this and not be a total, retaliating punk about it, and that's the best way I could say it right now. What I see here is, oh God, you almost have to be a punk. Because if you don't, it's like, okay, I guess I can't trust it because they weren't flipping out, they just seemed hurt. Nope. You're gonna have to give them the what's up. You're gonna have to give them the business to keep them away. So it's actually important that you let them see that you are angry so that they'll leave you alone for a final time. And once you do that, that's where you actually can start to recover from this test. Well, I'm glad that you're getting it. The common theme is you're getting a test. You better pass it, Blue Sky. You don't get the opportunity to not pass it. We've been warning you. It's almost like Geico. We've been trying to reach you about your car insurance. Oh, was it Geico? I don't know. Anyways. So angel message for Sashki. What I see is if you could practice not just discipline, but if you could practice, what is this? Because I know what the card means, but I'm getting a blank on this. If you could just practice some sort of personal isolation or not distracting yourself, maybe even in some cases celibacy, if not from a person, then refraining from indulging in any sort of escapist outlet, it's going to be in your best interest right now. It'll actually have you being better structured, clear-headed, completely on point, zero confusion. This is telling you maybe not go with creature comforts for right now. It's going to be something that I know is a weak point for you. It's like this just one last time thing. No, don't do any of that with any person, place, or thing. You need to be mindful of it. 1111 is a new start. It is a new beginning, taking action. You've already taken the next steps. If it's who you think it is, it has to be harsh. Yeah, sometimes. Oh my God. So I've had this ex-boyfriend who, it was difficult breakup. Like it was difficult. And I am in this amazing relationship with Jason for over 3 years now. This idiot keeps popping up on different social platforms with hey, I was wondering if I could ask a question about something. Okay, block, block, block. Not even entertaining it with this guy, because why would I? I can't be friends with this guy with the history that we have. It's not in me. I don't want it, and my feelings died long ago. And if I did, I feel like I would be completely disrespecting my relationship to Jason. So I block him on every social platform. And then he finds my Instagram. He created an Instagram profile. And I finally had to lay down the law. I'm not thinking about that time period. I'm not sitting here reminiscing. I don't miss you. I don't miss anybody from that time period. I am not your blah, 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 blah. I haven't been her for a long time. I get that you're trying to maybe be innocent, but you're not getting the message with me blocking you on every platform, so I have to be a jerk now. leave me alone, stop looking for me. We are not friends. We are not going to be friends. I don't want to be friends. I don't want to resurrect anything. There's nothing to resurrect. And with that, I sent it. And then I'm like, any future effort and communication, you're talking directly to my significant other. He's sitting right next to me right now, because I will not hide anything. So after I sent that, blocked him. God help this man if he tries to contact me again. I'm not playing around. Right? No, like, dude, it's been almost 2 decades. Move on. Move on. And I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million more times. I don't give a crap. Jason is my last relationship. If it doesn't work out with him for some unknown reason, I don't care. I'm done. I just don't care. Ugh. If anybody else is feeling the same, say aye. I just don't get it. Like, do you remember that time, dude? Come on, no. How can you grow your newest business most rapidly? Let's see. Simpler is better. Keep things as simple as possible. You have a very fine-tuned niche. You need to run with it and stay completely disciplined with it. If you are hitting the grind on this for any insurmountable time, don't immediately just change directions with it. You've started carving a pathway, and if you veer off to something, you have to start all over again. You have really great quality with where you are right now. You have to stay the course. You have to stay the course. It's going to be difficult at times, but blue sky, you've really got something special. Sometimes you have to be a lioness and bite the hyena in the butt. Yeah, listen, I peacefully blocked you. Haven't spoken to you in years. Never entertained it. Why are you doing this? And I don't hate this person. That's the thing. I don't hate them. I just want nothing to do with them. They're not going to do any of like the work that I have. Like, so if, what is left? It's not there. Oh God, blue sky. It is something. I need to adjust because my foot's falling asleep. I can do this. Oh, gosh. So that's kind of where things have been. And also, raising Sevak, it is a one-stop coaching practice. So that I have added personal training back into it. I did my recertification, and I'm getting all my side certifications reinstated. So honestly, if you ever have anything that you need to work on with me, I'm here for it. Also, I work with a lot of people in corporate too, so that's been fun. Right. What's going on with you guys? We have 5 people in here. I want to see what's going on. Let's see what the messages are. Something is moving on in healing, and it's very protected. Ooh. So it seems like the best course of action right now is to take this leap and just be completely refreshed, restarted, disciplined, act on your feelings, act on your confidence. You have every right ingredient to make this an absolute success. Do I get template to add new elements to your business because it's what building action is cheesy? You want to make more serious content? Yeah, stick to it. Your people have got to find you. One of the people who I am friends with, actually a few of the people I'm friends with on TikTok, they're only now, after 6 years, breaking through with a mass collection of the public. They are a lot more professional after 6 years. Sometimes it takes that much. Some of my Hollywood clients, they're just getting their roles right now, while some got their start immediately. It all just really depends on what your funnel is. You've applied for new jobs? Well, I really hope that that works for you. One of my besties is messaging me, and I'm trying to figure out what it means. Girlie, if you're on here and you're messaging me, can you be a little bit clearer with this? Hi, honey. Uh-oh. He's such a pretty man.
That's me to scare bitches away.
Honey, you look like a lion. I love it.
I look like a feral homeless man that came out of the woods to fuck people up.
That is very specific.
Well, I am specific. Standard time.
Blue Sky says that you were noshing on my head, but they said it differently.
Good head.
All right, Blue Sky, do you not see what you did here? I see that you're feeling better.
Not really. It's fake.
It's what?
It's fake.
It's fake? What the heck? I think I'm getting this playful guy and it's all just, wow. You wanna know what? No. No.
Not playful.
No, it's not real. It's
The
not real.
playful-
You can
No,
kick
the
rocks.
playfulness isn't fake. The playfulness isn't fake.
Oh, you say with that deep, raspy voice?
Okay.
Damn, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, come on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The playfulness isn't fake. But the generation of energy was manufactured internally.
That's amazing. So that's my man. Feral. No, he absolutely is feral. Yeah. He's the yang to my yin. So anyway, guys, what's going on? What's the good word? Oh my gosh. Please don't leave me alone in silence, guys. I can't handle it. You know, not for nothing. If I wasn't on this live, I would probably just sit here and talk to myself as I'm talking to you because, let's be real, sometimes, you know, you gotta go for some pretty good advice. All right. Ooh. Why? Ooh. Okay. So it's judgment time. Something is coming up ahead in relationships where you may be at odds. Again, this does not have to be romantic, but you guys are not seeing eye to eye right now. And for some of you, you need a flippin' vacation or a staycation. I don't care which one it is. But then we have, this is going to be something that refreshes you guys. Some of you in these connections, whether it's romantic or not, you just need a refresh. You need to, you know, break up the monotony of the routine, the schedule. Maybe you've been going at this for months or even years, for God's sakes. So some of you need a vacation. Maybe you need a vacation away from each other. Maybe you guys just need a day of Chinese food and watching crappy TV in bed. And that'll be enough. Okay, so Millie, it's not that simple. My favorite flowers, I have Morning Glories. That is my absolute favorite, lifelong favorite. And then I discovered wild orchids. And I do love me some wild orchids. But I'm a plant and flower lover. I need the actual potted plants. I don't like getting cut ones. Blue Sky. Now, what did you have? Because, yeah, maybe Chinese food in bed, but if you're having broccoli with garlic sauce, maybe you guys might have a little bit of gas going on, I'm just saying. See, that is the garbage TV that I'm talking about. That's what we need. We need to watch some RuPaul's Drag Race. No, I totally got you. One of my sons, it was my eldest, he was watching TLC, and then my youngest turned on Love and Hip Hop. And I'm just thinking, this is necessary. This is good. This is good stuff. We need to watch and lurk and judge, but not judge. Bonding time. Thank you. Yeah, one of my favorite shows to watch back in, like, even now, who am I kidding? Wife Swap, remember that? That was, I think, on TLC. And then Extreme Cheapskates. Ryan Bremer, how are you doing, darling? Welcome to the show. Just debating whether or not to turn on another light, but I'm only on for a little bit longer. And this isn't bad, you guys. You know, did you guys ever watch, like, I don't know, Buying Alaska or Buying the Bayou? I love looking at all of these places. Our latest kick is, like, I forget if it's Buying the Bahamas or Bahama Homes or something. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. No, it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. But you can look at, like, all these Caribbean islands and the houses for sale and be like, okay, I would buy this one if I could, but then this one's gonna need a lot of renovations. Right? Okay, it's good stuff. I'm glad I'm not the only crazy one. Thank you. You're the best. Love it or list it? Yes. My God, I cannot even begin to tell you all of the TV I used to watch, because I used to watch a lot of TV in my youth. Absolute toxic garbage. There's not one healthy thing I used to watch, like as a teenager and young adult. Next on MTV, Date My Parents, because they have to date the parents to date that person. If they like the parents, then they like that person. And Bridezillas. I used to watch Bridezillas a lot in the early 2000s. Yeah, all of that toxic garbage TV where it's just like sitting there judging people. Felt like it was definitely part of something, but it definitely was, looking back, horrendous. Do we all have that, like, going on? The nostalgia, yes, it was so bad. And I remember, like, there used to be the show on MTV where it was like a makeover. I want to be a, and blah, 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 a pageant beauty queen, or I want to be a metal singer, all of those. Like, it was bad.
What happened?
Talking about garbage, toxic TV that used to watch in our youth.
I was looking up that tattoo show.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to know more about that tattoo. I want to
No,
watch
it's
the whole episode.
so. Do you guys know the ink, like the ink shows on TV that you'll watch? Yeah, 30 Days. Yeah, no, something like that. So.
It's like Tattoos by Us or something.
Something like that. I know that there's like more than one. Anyways, that's where we are. Yeah, Inked. Yeah.
There's Ink, yeah. But the ones where the people choose the tattoos and they have to look at it at the end and it's like horrific. That show.
Somebody tattooed a giant turd on the back, calling them a cheater, and there was flies coming out of it and everything.
There's an octopus vagina that was like loose lips sink ships. That I remember. That was my favorite.
There's nothing really subtle about what you like, is there?
Nope.
How's your drink?
That is weird.
Okay.
I did not expect it to taste Swedish. It's Swedish. It's not tart or vinegary. It's just sweet. It tastes like cinnamon and apple. Isn't it weird? It's not bad.
Oh, it's bad.
It's not that bad.
It's bad. Honey.
It tastes like stomach acid.
It tastes like
Stomach acid with cinnamon.
apple cider that has been left out to ferment for maybe 7 years, and then they put some cinnamon on it to, you know, spruce it up. No, that was awful.
It was amazing.
apple cider vinegar shots. What did you do with the lemon juice?
Is that St. Albans?
Is that it? Okay. All right, back to this live. What's going on with all y'all watching these shenanigans and me talking to Jason?
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans is the best. Shenanigans.
This guy. All right, so if you're catching this right in the now, you keep putting off of this start that you know that you have to do, and I want to figure out why it is that you are procrastinating. Procrastinating is always done by fear. Something is getting you afraid to make that move, and I want to see what exactly it is. All right. How does this want to show up? Because it... All right. Some of you are putting off this new beginning, this new fresh start, because this is going to have you having pretty much no excuses and getting away from a lot of toxicity, whether it's people, places, or things. So a lot of toxic behavior, toxic gatherings is going to be coming to a close. So what is this saying about this new start that you have been putting off?
You don't want the muffin?
I'm not in a muffin mood right now, and I feel like I've had enough to eat today. Banana.
I don't know what to do with it.
How about you make some banana milk?
No.
You don't want to make banana milk like what we saw?
I think it would take a lot of bananas.
Well, my thought is, why did they start making it?
I don't know. They're like, well, we have almond milk. What's that do?
Well, yeah, do we run out of nuts to make milk with?
Yeah. Bird flu of nuts. Nuts, bird flu. Nut flu. Not tonight, honey. You got nut flu.
Do you want a busta?
Busta. Nope, got the flu.
All right, so yeah, it's gonna have you focused and away from toxic behaviors and toxic people, and having to really push your limits on what it is that you're focusing in on. So it's basically you and feeling like the party's over. So that is kind of like where the non-fun part is, but you've got to reestablish a balance in your life. You're going to love this, but you've got to get through the detox of what the toxicity is that you have to step away from. It's not easy and it's not fun, but you are going through a fresh restart, and this is what's going to make you better in the long run. So this, you may be losing some momentum right now, and it's only because you know that you're embarking on a really massive path for yourself that is actually really good for yourself. So you do need to be very mindful of procrastination and why it's talking you out of the very thing that you want. So you are going to be going through a massive change in yourself, one that you won't be able to recognize. Hi.
Hi.
Are you coming over?
No, did you ever hear that quote?
no.
Procrastination's like masturbation. Only just fucking yourself.
I vaguely remember that. I just haven't heard it in years.
Yeah.
The time over on that clock, which it was wrong, it said 10:10, now it's 10:11, so that fresh start. But anyway, there is no dependence that you get to hold on to anymore. And it also looks like after you're on the other side of this, you wouldn't be able to be more happier or proud of yourself had you not done this. So I want you to know that just because it's a challenge, just because it seems dreadful to stop certain things in your life, it doesn't make it any less necessary, and it doesn't make it unfulfilling for you. Your brain will try and talk you out of really big, significant opportunities and chances and wonderful happenings in your life only because it's new, and new scares it. It doesn't know how to navigate it. So this is the lesson that you do need to understand about yourself and in the now. And once you do this, we have temperance. Your journey is going to get a lot easier. Yes, you'll still have ups and downs, but you'll have a new understanding and way of managing it. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys now. I will be on again live in a few days, and I will be posting some mini reads. And again, if you want to book with me, send me a DM. All the ways of contact are in the description and on the main page Follow my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Everything is linked. You can find me on Lemonade too. I mean, come on. Definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world and see how I can be of service to you. I will talk to you and I'll see you. If you're going to be on TikTok tomorrow, I'll be live on there tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you Thursday.